my name is Uzma. You are watching Sculpt Beauty TV, and today's tutorial looks a little bit like this. Yes, I'm wearing it, and if it makes you feel cold, then that's a good thing, okay? Because this is the Ice Queen look. Now, the look was inspired from the FaceOn magazine, issue 5. Now, this is a makeup artist magazine. So if you haven't yet checked it out, make sure you do check it out. But to start off with, I'm going to show you how to create the look on the front cover, okay? So if you like this look and you just want to know how it's done, please watch on. Alright, so let's get started. I've already applied my foundation base. On top of that, I've applied some white loose powder from the Sculpt Beauty Pro palette, powder palette. Okay, so I've applied white powder. Now you can actually use face paint if you wish, if you think, if you've got any even. So you could apply white face paint if you like. The next thing we need to do is we need to do some contouring, okay, to give that kind of really defined cheekbone look, okay. So get your contouring brush. Now, what I'm going to be using, this is a Sculpt Beauty Artist palette, and I'm going to be using this grey over here, and I'm going to be working that in with this turquoise, okay. Now they look very, very bright, but I'm going to try and do it as lightly as I can, okay. So make sure you carefully get your contouring brush in there and apply that in both colors, okay. Now I would actually suggest to use a thicker brush, or not a thicker brush, thicker application brush, or one of these brushes, okay. So I'm going to go back and use that, apply them in both colors. Now what you want to do is suck your cheek in, and where the line is on top, that is where you're going to start your contouring, okay. So, and then what you want to do is get a thicker brush and blend this in. So it kind of gives you that, you don't want it to give it, it kind of does give you that kind of dead look, okay. You can actually add a little bit of brown to this to give it that warmth. Now you want to sharpen your jawline, so take some of this underneath, and I'm just mixing my grey and brown together. I've introduced the brown in just to create that defined look. So there you go. Okay, so that is all the contouring you do on your cheek and your jawline. Now we're going to bring some into our nose. You can actually use more of a thinner brush if you wish. And we've got that. Now there are instructions inside this magazine, guys, on how to do this look. Okay, now what I've done is I'm just looking at the front cover and going by my own visualization of how I think the look should be. Okay, so sometimes I get lost in instructions, so sometimes it's best to just do it yourself. Okay, but they are there if you want them, if you need them. Okay. Right, so I've got that there, and I've just used eyeshadow for that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to introduce our turquoise. Okay, now this is Sculpt Beauty Jyline in 21. Now I'm going to be using quite a few of these colours, okay, because I just think that they're perfect to, you know, smear over your eyes and create something quite a soft look. Okay, now this is going to be our base colour for our eyes and whatnot. We're going to mix this in with a little bit of silver. Okay, so this is 21. get this on your application brush, and what you want to do is spread this right up to your eyes. Now I know in the picture that is white up there, so you know we are going to actually apply white on top, but this is just to give it that undercoat two-tone colour. So apply that there. You also want to apply this underneath your eye, like so. These type of looks are always so much fun to do, because you know, you could just go for glory and just get really, really creative, and that's the best thing about them. You know, you could really go creative. So, right, so I've got that there. Just apply that underneath my eye a little as well. I'm going to snap that in. And then I'm going to apply some just above my crease line. Like so. There you go. Okay, so right, so you've got that there. Next thing you want to do is get your silver. This is 04 in Sculpt Beauty Jyline, and we are going to do the same thing, but what I'm going to do is go over just my crease there. Like so, and blend this in. I'm going to do the same to the other side, just in my crease there. And blend this in. There you go. You can actually use eyeshadows for this, okay? In fact, we might just go into some eyeshadows in bit. Okay, and then what we're going to do is get some blue eyeshadow, and this is the Sculpt Beauty, this is part of the Sculpt Beauty Artist Palette, the insert underneath, and we're going to be using this blue right over here. Get that on your brush. I'm using the same brush, by the way. And I'm just going to apply this in my crease. Okay, now on top of the Jyline, this works quite well. The colours are quite vibrant anyway, so I'm just working that in my crease. Now I haven't introduced the white in yet, but we are going to apply some white, and we're doing that last because then it enhances everything. Okay, so get that there, and then blend this in. Okay. Okay, so you can see that the look is most definitely coming together. Okay, and then you could take this, the eyeshadow back, like so. Okay, there you go. Okay, now we might come back into this in a bit. What we're going to do first is grab our white. Okay, now make sure you choose a clean brush for this, because the last thing you want is your white to go everywhere. Okay, so Sculpt Beauty White Jyline. Get that on your brush. What we're going to do is apply this to your lids, okay? Now apply this to your lids. You could go back and smudge it in. Right to the inner corner. Get this on your white, your waterline. As you can see, I have actually applied this over my lashes as well. Now that's what you want to do. We're not going to be wearing any eyelashes on this tutorial, though you can wear white eyelashes if you really wish, but it kind of takes the realness away from this. Okay, so you want to apply some just along your bottom lashes. Clean up the front, make sure it's nice and clean there. And apply this over the blue. Yeah, and the same thing, you want to apply this on your lashes. Like so. There you go. Same with the other one. There you go. And the last thing you want to do with the white is apply some to your brow. Bring it down like so. And then what we're going to do is actually apply some on top and over. Yeah, and blend that in. Okay, so there you go. Now we're going to come back to the eyebrows, because we're just going to wait until this Jyline dries a little bit before we apply some blue on top of them to define them. Okay, so that is my eyes done. Now what I might just do is go back into them with the blue that I used earlier, just to define this up a little bit until I am happy with it. There you go. And also, whilst I'm there, I'm going to use the same blue just to apply some of this shadow underneath my eye, just to enhance it. Just underneath there. Okay, now you can take it a little bit step further if you go on with a darker colour and just start introducing that in just from the ends. There you go, and a little bit more just towards the end here. Okay, so as you can see, I've just applied something, just something a little bit darker. I'll actually show you, which is this turquoise over here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back into the grey that we did our contouring with. And with the same small brush, I'm going to apply that just on top of this turquoise that I've added. Just above my crease, okay? You don't want to go too far in. And then I'm just going to smear this in, just to create that darker shadow on top of all the colours. So you see the darker shadow with all the colours underneath seeping through, okay? Just towards the end here. Got the grey there, and I've got the grey just joining along the bottom, just like that. And there you go. Okay, so that's my eyes done, other than the eyebrows, which we're going to do in a little bit. Wait till the Jyline's dry. Actually, I think it is quite dry now, so let's give it a go. I'm going to try and use eyeshadow for this, and the colour I'm going to be using is the turquoise that I used towards the end of my eyes, and I'm going to mix that with the blue that we used. Tap off the excess, and then basically just go over your brows. Okay, I'm going to actually see how it is with the Jyline. Any better? Yeah, it's actually better with the Jyline, so I'm using the Sculpt Beauty Jyline in 22, okay? But you can do it with eyeshadow if you want. Now, I've got dark eyebrows, so you'll probably be able to see my eyebrows underneath, okay? Now, if you do have dark brows and you want them totally covered, all you need to do is apply your foundation over your brows a good couple of times. Okay, I'm going to wait until this dries and apply another layer as well, before I come back to show you the finished look. Okay, so apply that. I'm going to try putting this eyeshadow back on top. Okay, so those are my eyebrows there. Before we move on from the eyes, what I might do is just add a little bit more white Jyline underneath my brow for that little bit of highlighter. Okay, now believe it or not, we're nearly finished, okay? So apply that there. Okay, so moving on to the lips, right? Now, I'm going to be using the Sculpt Beauty Jyline again, yeah? But I'm just showing you that you can actually use this. But I am actually going to be using lipstick. Okay, so get the Sculpt Beauty Jyline. This is in number 22. Apply this on your lips. Okay, so that's the Sculpt Beauty Jyline. You could apply 2 coats of that, or you can actually use the Sculpt Beauty Pro lipstick and lip gloss palette, and this actually has all the colours, and these are specially designed for makeup artists. I'm going to be using that colour and a little bit of that colour. I'm just going to be using that on top just so you guys can see. Okay, so that's our lips done. Alright, what I'm going to do is get some of this silver right at the end there and just apply that along the centre of my lips. Okay, so that is our makeup done. Alright, now I'm going to add a few effects to what we have done. Now the first thing is the crystals along there, which I'm going to apply later. Now the other thing that I want to show you is this is called Ice FX. Alright, now this is a kit that you get from a lot of trade shows or from makeup artist shops. Okay, now what this is, it's a makeup specially for these type of looks. It's ice makeup. It's a gel with the ice crystals on top, so you could apply it. Now I'm going to show you how to use this, okay? And it's going to finish our look off nicely. Right, so you get some gel and then you get different size crystals, okay? Now the gel looks a little bit like this, okay? So get this on an application brush. Now this is like your adhesive, and it's got little crystals in it. It's great. And what I'm going to do is apply this everywhere I want the crystals to be. Okay, so I'm going to take it all the way down here and the other side. It's very slimy. And the great thing about the adhesive is that you got like glitter in there. So if you've got it everywhere, it's really not that much of a big deal. Okay, so spread this out so it doesn't look wet, and apply this adhesive wherever you want your crystals. Okay. So I'm going to have some there and there. Okay, right. And then you get the crystals, which are here. Can you see? Now these are the medium sized ones. And what you want to do is, you actually need help to do this. You apply this everywhere. That you can, like so. Okay, and this is the thinner, thinner crystals, smaller crystals, shall I say, which are actually, you must be careful with this because it's quite messy, and you want to get some of this and apply it in between. Like I said, it'd be good if you could get some help with this. Apply it in between. Okay, so that's the idea. I'm going to do the other side, apply the crystals on top, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Okay, so I'm back and I have finished all the last bits for this look. Now what I've done is I've applied the crystals, the snow crystals on the other side, and I've also applied a few diamantes across my forehead, like she does in like the picture in the magazine. Okay, so also what I've done is applied some of the snowflakes on my hair and applied a tiara on top. You can really go to the full extent with this look. You can really take the colour all the way down to your neck and wear a matching costume, and you know, have snow in your hair, and you know, you could really go that full length to make it look absolutely great. Okay, so that's the completed look. I hope you liked it. I hope I taught you something new. Okay, just to show you the cover quickly, that's the cover of the magazine, and you must go pick one of these copies up, because it is a great magazine, especially if you are a makeup artist or looking to go into the industry. And when you do pick up the magazine, make sure you turn to page 32 and see our double page spread on Sculpt Beauty in there, and it's an exclusive, so you know, we're really proud of that. So make sure you pick one up and turn to page 32. Okay, so yeah, so that's the look from the FaceOn magazine issue 5. Okay, go and check them out on faceonmagazine.co.uk as well. Okay, now if you like this look, there's a like button down here somewhere. Now you need to be watching this on YouTube in order to see it, so click the like, go on YouTube, watch the video, click like, give us your feedback, tell me what you guys think. All right, also if you're watching this on YouTube, there is a subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. All the video blogs and all the tutorials, you know, straight to your phone, straight direct message to you telling you that we've got something new up, and there is a button, subscribe button down here, so do that. Also, if you have an iPhone, Sculpt Beauty have their very own iPhone application available absolutely free on Apple App Store. Okay, so if you haven't yet got that, you need to check that out. Okay, everything that I've used for the video is listed below in the description box on YouTube. Okay, so check that out as well. Sculptbeauty.com/shop is where you will find all the products that I have used, and yes, we do deliver worldwide. Okay, last but not least, if you haven't joined the Facebook fan page and Twitter, make sure you do that. The links are below also. Okay, that's it from me today. I will see you again very soon. My name is Uzma. You're watching Sculpt Beauty TV. See you later.